Hi there. In today's lesson, we are going to look at improving a document. So once you've typed a document, it has to look professional. This can be done by formatting or enhancing the text, but we're going to look at moving text, copying text, and deleting text today. When you want to move or copy text, you need to select the text that you want to move or copy first of all. Now, there's a number of ways of selecting text. If you just want to select a word, you put your mouse in the word and you double click and it highlights that word. If you want to highlight a line of text, you put your mouse in line with the line that you want to select and you click once and the whole line is selected. If you want to select a paragraph, you put your mouse in line with the paragraph and you double click and that paragraph will be selected. If you want to select the entire document, you put your mouse in the margin on the left hand side and you triple click and the entire document will be selected. An alternative way to selecting the entire document is by pressing Ctrl and A on the keyboard, and that will select the whole document as well. You can also use your mouse to click and drag over a line of text, but it's not always as accurate as just clicking to the left of it. Or you can also click and drag an entire paragraph. If you don't want to use the mouse, you can use the keyboard. So if you want to select just a word using the keyboard, you put your cursor where you want at the beginning of the word, you hold your shift key and you use the right arrow to select the word. You can select more than one word. In fact, you can probably select a whole line of text. So that's ways of selecting text, because you can't format, edit or change any text that's already typed unless you have selected it. And if we look at OpenOffice, it works in a similar way. You put your mouse in the word and you double click and it will select the whole word. You can click and drag to select a paragraph, or you can say Ctrl A and it will select the entire document. Right, let's go to Word. There's a difference between moving and copying text. When you move text, you actually take it from its original position and you move it to a new position, and that's why we use cut. And cut you will find in the Home tab, in the clipboard group, and it looks like a pair of scissors. So I'm going to move what is genre to the end of the document. So you highlight what is genre. I'm going to click on the scissors. If you look back at the Word document, you can see the text has actually been taken away. I'm going to click at the end of the document where I wanted to move it to, and I'm going to click on the paste button and it pastes it in. Now there's two ways of moving text. You can either do it with the mouse like I've just done, or you can use it using your keyboard. So you highlight again the text that you want to move, and on the keyboard you are going to use Ctrl X. Okay, Ctrl X cuts. I'm going to go to the end of the document, and on the keyboard I'm going to use Ctrl V to paste it. So we use Ctrl X to cut and we use Ctrl V to paste. It works exactly the same way in OpenOffice. You highlight your text, but this time you go to Edit and you choose Cut. It's also represented by little scissors. You go to where you want to move your document text to, you go back to Edit and you choose Paste. It works the same way using the keyboard, Ctrl X to cut and Ctrl V to paste. Now when we want to copy text, we leave the original text in its place and we take a copy to a new place. So if I move genres divided into two categories, I highlight it and I go to the copy button in the clipboard group. Can you see I've clicked on copy, but it stays in the original place. I move my cursor to where I want it to be pasted and I choose paste. Now we've got two copies of the text, one here and one here. You can also do it using the keyboard. You highlight the text you want to copy, and on the keyboard the command is Control-C. You move your cursor to where you want to paste it, and again it's Control-V to paste. It works exactly the same way in OpenOffice, so I don't think I really need to show you how to do that. You're quite capable of doing it on your own. Another very, very useful tool that Word has is Replace. You might want to replace a word in a 100-page document with another word. Imagine having to scroll through 100 pages and replacing the word happy with excited. It'll take you a million years. So Word has a replace feature. I am going to replace the word composition with essay. So to do that, we are staying on the Home tab, and we are moving across to the editing group, and I'm going to click on Replace. So it comes up with the Find and Replace dialog box, and in the Find What text box I am going to type in composition, and in the Replace With box I am going to type in the word essay. Now the only thing you need to remember, guys, is that your spelling has to be exactly the same as it is in your document. Otherwise Word won't find the word you are wanting to replace. Once I've done that, I click on Replace All, and it tells me that it has gone through the document and made one replacement. Once it's done that, you say OK. You close your Find and Replace dialog box, and if I scroll up, you can see the word composition over here has been replaced with the word essay. Quite simple. Now, it's a little bit different in OpenOffice. I am going to replace the word specific with exact. So to do that in OpenOffice, you need to go to Edit, and in Edit you will find and Replace. It comes up with a very similar dialog box. So in actual fact, I'm going to replace the word information with the word info. Once I've done that, you have a choice to click on Find or Replace, and then if you click on Replace, it's going to replace them one at a time, whereas if you click on Replace All, it does them all at the same time. And in this case, if you have a look, it has replaced 5 times. You can click on Close, and in all the places where the word information was, like here and here, these are the ones I can just spot straight away, you can see the word information has been replaced with the word info. Quite simple. And that's the end of our lesson on improving a Word document. Bye.